Hi everyone, and welcome to the second video of our How to Make an Online Course video series. In the first video, I explained and showed you why I think you should make an online course. And in this second video, I'm going to explain to you how I plan my online courses. The first thing that I'm going to do is walk you through a few questions and give you a blank course outline that I use to figure out how to plan my online course. The second thing I'm going to do is show you how I actually use these questions and outline to create and plan my online course that's already up there and running on a few different platforms. So let's get started right now. Be sure to click the thumbs up button if you like this video, subscribe to our channel, and find us on Instagram. We've got a lot of good stuff there, and we hope that it helps you. So the very first thing that I do when I am creating a new online course is I go through and I look at these questions to consider. I say, what are the guiding questions that I have that I want to keep consistent and keep me focused as I create this entire course, from the beginning in the planning stage to the end when I host it and I upload it and I'm maintaining that online course. So the very first thing that I do is I say, who is the course for? All right, I want to know who my target audience is and why I'm creating that course for those specific people. All right, this is a very good question. Who is the course for? Is it for young people? Is it for old people? Is it for professionals in a certain career? Like education is where my online course is. I'm teaching people how to do something. Or is it maybe a personal development course? Who is that course for? Be specific when you identify that. The second thing I ask myself is, what problem or problems does it solve? Okay, so basically, why am I creating this course? You create something. Something has value if it solves a problem. For example, my online course I'm going to show you very soon shows and identifies what problem I'm solving, and that's what gives it value, and that's why people will buy it, essentially. The third question I ask myself is, what skills do students need prior to starting this course? Is it something that students can start with little to no skill, more of a beginner difficulty, or is it something that people need to be very experienced in and have specific knowledge in a specific subject area? The fourth question I ask is, why am I making this course? This is essential. In the end, this has to be your driving question. This has to drive everything that you do. Why am I making this course? For some people, it could be a passion project. They love to sew, and that could be something they want to teach people and share with people. It brings them joy. It brings other people joy. For some people, it could just be to make money, and that's okay. For some people, it could be to teach or instruct or provide information. Why are you making this course is a huge, important question you need to ask yourself. And the fifth question I ask is, how does this go along with my goals and dreams? This is also a very important one because you want to make sure that what you're doing, what you're investing your time, what you're investing your effort in, because it takes a long time to create an online course. It's hard work. Okay, so how does this fit in to my long-term goals and dreams? It could be, like I said, that it's just a professional thing. You're trying to make money. It could be that you're very passionate about this project and this online course that you're creating and you want to share it with others. It could be something else, and that's okay. But I want you to identify, why is this important to you and why are you giving it the time and effort to fit in with your goals and dreams? Because this is important. Then, after I've asked myself those questions, I come down to a course outline. And what I do is I start by identifying a title. So what is the title of my course going to be? I then have an introduction lesson of some sort, whether that's text or video. And then I just briefly title each lesson and talk about what I want to discuss in that lesson. So title 1, okay, for lesson 1 could be whatever. And then below that, I'm going to explain what's going to happen in that lesson. Just very, very brief as I go through. You could have 2 or 3 bullet points for each one. Acknowledgments, is there anybody or anything that I need to acknowledge at the end of my course? Are there any notes or references that I need to make? And is there any other important information that I want people to know about myself as the instructor? So that is just a very brief overview of the questions I ask and the outline that I create for myself before I make an online course. Let's jump into a specific example that I've done when I created my online course. So questions to consider. Who is this course for? All right, so the very first thing here, this course, this is a course that I've created already, and I'm going to explain to you now. This course is for teachers and instructors interested in learning how to make great looking tutorial videos using the Explaineverything app. So I now know that my focus, my niche audience is for people in education, for teachers and instructors specifically, and those that are interested in making tutorial videos. So it's very easy. When somebody sees this and they read this, and like when I'm trying to sell or advertise my course, if somebody sees that, they know specifically who that course is for and whether that falls into the category that they're in now or the category they're wanting to be in. The second question is, what problems does it solve? So this app is extremely versatile. It's the Explaineverything app. It's essentially a whiteboarding app that you can use on iOS devices, Android devices, and other. But the app is extremely versatile and has many uses in education and many other fields. But when I've spoke to teachers, they have said that they find it hard to create with the app, to create projects with the app and integrate it as well into their daily environment of the classroom, of a lecture, or another form of learning environment. This course, the problems it solves, this course teaches teachers and instructors how to. So I'm solving these problems right here. I'm solving 5 problems. Make great looking tutorial videos. That's the first thing it's solving. The second thing is solving plan and Explaineverything project. It teaches teachers how to plan an Explaineverything project. The third thing it does, it shows them how to create an Explaineverything project. Every little detail shows them how to create an Explaineverything project. It shows them, number 4, how to edit an Explaineverything project. And number 5, it shows them how to host the Explaineverything project. If you have somebody make something that's brilliant but nobody sees it, then you're kind of losing that potential there. Okay, the third question I ask is, what do students need prior to starting this course? And for this course that I included, I show them how to do everything. So I said students only need basic technology skills prior to starting this course, which I'm assuming if they're looking at how to use a specific app, a technology app, then they're going to have those basic technology skills. And the video tutorials also show them step by step how to do these things anyway. So I hope that that would help. The fourth question I ask is, why am I making this course? And my response here is, I'm making this course because this app has changed teaching for myself in a big way and my students as well. And I want to share those benefits that I've discovered with others. I want students who are engaged in their learning, who use technology and media as a valuable tool and take the initiative to find and discover answers on their own. I want teachers to challenge their creativity, who can interact with their students in a fun and interesting media, and who can easily access these resources rather than the need to create them or recreate them each and every year. And there's many more benefits and reasons why I'm making this course. The fifth and final question I ask is, how does this go along with my goals and dreams? So for me, it fits into my goals and dreams very easily. Creating this course is challenging me to continue learning, which is something that I value, and I always want to be chasing after that each and every day, learn something new, and discover new ways to be creative, which has done a lot for me, discovering me and challenging me to be creative. And it provides insight and value to many of my colleagues in education, which is something that I really value because I believe that we're supposed to be sharing kind of these advancements that we make and such. So that's why I created this online course. Those are the 5 questions that I consider prior to making my online course. Who is the course for? What problems does it solve? What skills do students need prior to starting this course? Why am I making this course? and how does it fit into my goals and dreams? So if we jump down here to the final course outline that I make, this is the one that I use to create my course. The title was here, the Explain Everything app tutorial, and you can find that course on Udemy as the online platform that I used for that course. The full course, take note, is 36 lectures, but I just showed you 8 or 9 of the lectures as I went through and planned this. So my title is the Explain Everything app tutorial. The introduction, you always want to have an introduction. You want to have an introduction. I called this one welcome, and just kind of what's going to be happening in this section and this lecture of the course is just a welcome to the Explain Everything tutorial course. So it's a very simple welcome. I'm happy that you're here for my students, and feel free to reach out if you have any questions. In lesson 1, I'm kind of giving that background information. I'm saying, what is Explain Everything? So down below, I've given my detail, this mashup. A mashup is something on Udemy that uses a video and a presentation. This mashup introduces you to the Explain Everything app for the iPad and other devices and highlights a few of the reasons why you should be using it. So I know, now that I have my outline, when I'm going through and making my plans and lessons and lectures in a little bit more detail, I know now what lesson 1 is going to be about. Lesson 2 is the example tutorial video. This lecture shows you an example video made with the Explain Everything app. Example tutorial videos are really good at the beginning of a course because it shows students exactly kind of what they're going to be able to do at the end of this course, as well as you can also show that to them and give them a pre-viewing of that so that they know before they purchase the course. It might entice them to actually click buy on that. Lesson number 3 is a planning introduction. Okay, so in this lesson, it's welcome to the planning section of the Explain Everything tutorial course. And then after that, I show you what materials you need to get started. This lecture shows you what you need to get started to create professional looking tutorial videos with the Explain Everything app. Be sure to download the list of materials to get started PDF in the resources section. So I know when I'm looking at this and planning this out, I'm going to have to do a few things, have my video prepared as well though. I'm telling them right in the description, be sure to download the list of materials to get started PDF in the resources section. So that's important. It tells me I'm going to have to do a few things for that lesson in particular. Number 5, lesson 5, downloading the Explain Everything app. So this lecture shows you how to download the Explain Everything app. Pretty important one for our course here. Number 6, editing your profile is the title, and this lecture teaches you how to edit your profile settings on the Explain Everything app. So again, I'm just going through, I'm naming each one, as you see here in the last 2. I'm naming each lesson, and then I'm giving a brief description and maybe action items that people need to do and students need to do as they complete this course. So I'd continue that all the way down to lesson 36, which is at the very end. All right, any acknowledgments? This is an important one for me. I always like to, like I said in this first bullet point, thank the student for completing this course. If they've made it throughout your entire course, they've purchased it, you owe them a thank you. That's why you do it. If you didn't have any students, then you wouldn't have a very good online course. So thank the student for completing this course. And you do want them to be on your good side. You want them as a return customer. And then I ask myself, is there anyone else I should acknowledge upon completing this course? That's up to you. That's something personal you might choose to do. Maybe it's a mentor of yours, a professor, or a teacher of yours personally. That could be something that you choose to do. And in the end, notes. Are there any references that you've made, references to literature, references to an online article, anything that you need to include for notes and references? And then I end with about the instructor, a brief summary of who I am, what I do, and why I do what I do. So all of that information you can find here in this video. I really appreciate you watching this video for sure. If you do have any questions about why you should make an online course like video 1 tells us, or number 2, why and how you plan an online course, I'd be happy to help. Leave a message in the comments below asking any questions that you have. I'd be happy to explain what I've done and what I've found useful for this. I really appreciate you watching this video. Please be sure to give it a thumbs up and click subscribe to our channel. You can also turn the notifications on by tapping the bell to be notified when a new video comes out. And find us on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. You can also check out our website at www.greatnesseveryday.online. And we'll see you soon with another video topic. Thanks for watching.